Selecting the right supplier is a critical decision that can significantly impact a business's operations, costs, and profitability. However, the process can sometimes become clouded by personal preferences, incomplete requirements, or selection bias. To ensure that supplier selection is objective, defensible, and aligned with business needs, procurement teams must take the lead in managing the process. By gathering requirements from stakeholders, weighting those requirements, and applying a systematic scoring process, organizations can make well-informed supplier choices. The procurement team is uniquely positioned to lead the supplier selection process because of their expertise in supplier evaluation, negotiation, and contract management. Procurement acts as an impartial facilitator, ensuring the process is fair, data-driven, and aligned with organizational goals. Allowing other departments to lead can introduce bias in the favor of that department or result in inconsistent evaluation methods. During the supplier selection process, procurement acts as the single point of contact. Direct contact with potential suppliers by other functions is not permitted. Procurement guides all meetings with potential suppliers to ensure that all team member questions are answered. By centralizing the supplier selection process under procurement, organizations achieve the following: standardized evaluation. Procurement ensures that suppliers are evaluated using consistent criteria and processes. Reduced bias. Personal relationships or subjective opinions are minimized when a neutral party manages the selection. Transparency and defensibility. A structured process provides clear documentation, making the decision defensible against internal or external scrutiny. The bigger your company gets, the more likely it is that you'll have to defend your choices. Alignment to business strategy. Procurement ensures that supplier choices support the organization's strategic objectives. The supplier selection process begins with understanding the needs of the business. Procurement must work closely with key stakeholders, for example, operations, production, finance, quality control, to gather detailed requirements for the supplier. These requirements may include technical capabilities. Does the supplier meet specifications for the product quality, certifications, or technology standards? Capacity and lead time. Can the supplier meet demand volumes and required delivery schedules? Cost and pricing structure. Are costs competitive and do they fit the budget? What minimum order quantity is required? Service levels. What after-sales support or warranties does the supplier provide? Financial stability. Is the supplier financially sound to fulfill long-term commitments? Associated risks. Is the supplier located in an unstable geographical or political climate? Documenting these requirements ensures clarity, reduces misunderstandings, and forms the foundation for supplier evaluation. Not all requirements carry equal importance. Procurement should work with stakeholders to assign weights to each requirement based on its priority to the business. Assigning weights creates a structured approach to evaluating suppliers and aligns the selection process with business priorities. Once requirements are weighted, each team member involved in the evaluation process scores the potential suppliers based on their ability to meet each criterion. Scores can be assigned using a scale, for example, 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, and then multiplied by the respective weights. My personal preference is to use a scale from 1 to 10 to give more resolution between the supplier scores. There are several best practices when it comes to scoring. First, use a consistent scale. So again, ensure that all evaluators are using the same scoring system, example 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. Collect the individual scores. Team members score independently to reduce groupthink or influence. Aggregate the scores. Combine the scores together to produce an overall score for each supplier. And then finally, document scores. This maintains clear records to justify decisions if needed. With scores calculated, procurement consolidates the results and presents a clear comparison of all suppliers back to the team. The supplier with the highest total score emerges as the most suitable choice, assuming there are no disqualifying factors. For example, if there are any legal issues or unacceptable risks associated with the top scoring supplier. Procurement should share the results with stakeholders to ensure alignment before finalizing the decision. The supplier selection process is too important to leave to chance or subjective decision-making. By having procurement lead the process, gathering requirements, applying weighted scores, and engaging stakeholders, organizations can make objective and defensible decisions. This approach ensures transparency, reduces selection bias, and ultimately leads to stronger supplier partnerships that drive business success. A well-executed supplier selection process doesn't just find the right supplier, it builds confidence in the decision and strengthens the foundation for long-term collaboration. That's it for today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tips on optimizing your business operations. And don't forget to check out our website, numericalinsights.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.